Hey guys, it's the King and welcome back to another Clash Royale video. Before we get started today, please smash that like button. If you do, you will have luck getting the cards you want and need in the next week. Now getting on with our video today, we are talking about this deck that I used on my third account, my brand new account. I am a level 6, and this deck got me from Arena 6 to Arena 7. And you can see here I am sitting at 2002 trophies. We'll go through the log. Now honestly guys, with this deck, I have had some draws, I've had victories, but actually I have had no defeats yet. And that's very key if you're trying to push trophies. When you lose trophies, and we don't want to do that. We want to win so that we win trophies. And again, whether it's by 1 crown or 3 crowns, it doesn't matter. So we're going up against Jasper YouTube, another YouTuber here. He is a level 8. Again, I'm a level 6. And we're going to wait. We're going to let our elixir build. And we're going to wait to see what card he lays down first. And to me, that's still, guys, the smartest thing to do is to let your opponent go first. And the only time I suggest going first is if you're running a hog deck and you want to try to surprise your opponent right when you're at, like, say, 8 or 9 elixir. Right at the beginning of the match. So here he comes in with the Sparky and some Fire Spirits. I'm going to throw the Skeleton Giant down and my Baby Dragon down to take that Goblin Barrel out. Now we can do a little bit of work to the Sparky because I know that the Skeleton Giant can take 1 hit from the Sparky and still survive. When he dies, his bomb will actually do a little bit more damage to Sparky. I'm going to throw the Inferno Tower down to take the rest of that out. And now my Baby Dragon is going, and it can still get a little bit of work done. Even though he throws the Musketeer down, it still did some damage to that right tower. So here he comes in with the Hog now. Now I'm going to throw the Prince down. My Inferno Tower can do a little bit of work to the Hog. The Hog is weak, so my Prince will hit him with 1 shot and take him out. Also taking the Musketeer out. He throws Fire Spirits, but my Prince is going to get to the tower. We're going to get a few shots off here before he lays the barbs down. I also have the Bomber there. That helped do a little bit of damage to those barbs. I'll throw the Witch down to try to finish the barbs off. He comes in with the Goblin Barrel to try to take my Witch out, but I was able to zap that and save her. Now we're going on a counter push. We're also, in the meantime, going to let some elixir build up here because we were starting to get low. He throws his Musketeer down. My Witch is going to get a couple shots in on that tower, still do a little bit more damage. And now we're going to throw our Musketeer down to try to equal out his Musketeer and throw the Prince down in the back. Now, when you throw the Prince down in the back, you are allowing him to charge. You're allowing him to get that little burst of speed there so that he can do double the damage. Also throwing our Baby Dragon down, and now we take his tower out. He threw the Sparky down again, but with our Witch there, our Baby Dragon there, we were able to take the Sparky out. Now I'm going to throw the Skeleton Giant down to block the lane. The Skeleton Giant is very, very good at blocking up the lane because he's a big target. He has the bomb. He's able to kill a lot of troops with that bomb when he dies. And is just a great troop to try to block the lane mainly for defense. So here he comes in with the Sparky on the other side. I was able to hit that with my Inferno Tower and my Musketeer. He's going to throw the Goblin Barrel there to try to take my Musketeer out. And he knows the game's over. I do too. 5 seconds left. It's over. Good game. And we're moving on to our next match. And one thing I did not realize until I went back and watched this replay is he never touched my towers. Not 1 tower, not 1 hit. And I thought that was extremely good for a level 6 to not only beat a level 8, but never get touched. So here we are up against our next opponent. He is a level 9. Again, I'm a level 6. And this is the match that got this particular account from Arena 6 into Arena 7. So again, we're going to wait for our opponent to lay a troop down. Here he comes with the Royal Giant. The Royal Giant is such a hard card to stop, but I'm going to throw my Witch down. I'm also going to throw the Bomber in there. All I really want to do is just try to take this Royal Giant out as quickly as possible. Now we're on a counterattack with our Prince, our Witch, and our Bomber. We're going to get to his tower. And he was a little bit low on elixir because he spent some on the Royal Giant and his first push. And that's another reason, guys, why I like to let the opponent go first, because some people overcommit on their first push. And if you do a counter push, a lot of times you'll actually wind up doing more damage to their tower than they did to your tower to begin with. So here he comes in with the Inferno Dragon. I'm going to drop my Inferno Tower down, and the Inferno Tower will always take out the Inferno Dragon if it is one-on-one. Now, I did throw my Witch down to take those archers out, and now my Witch is going on a counterattack with my Baby Dragon. I'll drop him in behind her to try to finish this tower off on the left-hand side. And there it goes. His tower is down. But now remember, guys, he has the Royal Giant. It is hard to stop, and I really don't have the cards in my deck to take it out quickly like a skeleton army or something like that. So here he comes again with the Royal Giant. I actually had a little bit of a misplay there by throwing my Skeleton Giant down. He's going to take the tower, but it's okay. Again, guys, don't panic. We were up 1 tower to none. Now it's tied. Now we're just going to have to do a little bit more work to try to take all of this out and still win the game. And we can. He throws an Inferno Tower down right near his King Tower, mainly for defense. I guess he was worried that I was going to try to 3-crown him, but that's not what I want to go for. I really want to go for the tower on the right-hand side. So I'm going to throw the Musketeer in right in the middle. It's also going to do some damage on the Hog as I throw my Inferno Tower down. Here he comes in with the Royal Giant again. The Inferno Tower can still take the Royal Giant out, and it does. And he also tried to throw the Goblin Barrel to take my Witch out. I was able to zap that. My Musketeer is going to do some work to the right-hand tower as my Prince comes in to try to finish it off. 30 seconds left. He freezes all of that, but my Witch is on her way to try to help things out here. He throws an Inferno Dragon down again, but again, I'm going to throw my Baby Dragon down, which distracts the Inferno Dragon. My Musketeer was actually doing a little bit of work. In the meantime, he throws the Goblin Barrel. I zap that. Here he comes with the Royal Giant again with 8 seconds left. My Witch is going to take him out. Again, guys, he's hard to take out, and I really don't have the cards in this deck to take the Royal Giant out very quickly. Here he comes in with the Hog. He froze everything. I throw my Inferno Tower down a little bit late, but we took his tower anyway, and that's the game. Good game. So again, guys, here's the deck. You do have the defensive building with the Inferno Tower. You got your Baby Dragon, which can help take out hordes of troops, like the minion hordes, skeleton army, stuff like that. You do have the Skeleton Giant. Again, the Skeleton Giant can be used on offense and defense. He can clog the lane like I talked about earlier. Really, the win condition card in this deck is the Prince, and you have the Witch to help clean things up. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like below. Again, if you press the like button, you will have good luck getting the cards you want and need in the next week. Also, subscribe, share this video, but most of all, guys, like I always say, be well.